College basketball season is over, but there's still a lot going on with players declaring for the NBA draft. Now, last night was the deadline for players to declare for early eligibility. The question around KU was, would Udoka Azubuike declare or not? Well, the deadline passed. We heard nothing. Today, KU announced he's coming back, Sully.
Oh, it's huge news, Pete. I don't know what he was doing, maybe watching Game of Thrones or something like that. Taking a little time, but it's big news for him coming back. And it's kind of like getting a one-and-done prospect. He's going into his senior year. Only played 9 games last season, but he's very impactful when he was on the floor, and obviously we can expect that to continue. So I think everyone around the Big 12, they thought they may lose Doak, but he's coming back, and that's good news for KU.
Yeah, this is a really nice bonus because Bill Self did not expect him back, but I think that injury played a big factor.
It did. He wanted to be able to work out in front of NBA scouts. That's kind of the whole process of getting out and testing the waters in the NBA draft as they do now. But when he has that ligament in his hand, beat up as it is, he couldn't really get on the court, so there's no point in going out and testing it when he's still injured. Might as well come back, solidify himself in the draft stock another year at KU, and help the Jayhawks back to where they want to be.
Well, K-State's Xavier Sneed put his name in the draft over the weekend. Do you think we'll see him back with the Cats next season?
I think he's doing that same thing, kind of testing the waters. Barry Brown did it the year before, and it worked out perfectly for him. Obviously, he parlayed that into a Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year and a great season for the Wildcats. Sneed's doing the same exact thing, kind of just testing it out, seeing what he needs to improve on. That's the best part about this. He can really feel out what the NBA scouts are saying about him and understand a little better what he needs to do to improve his game.
Now, Devon Dotson did the same thing at KU, and really there's no reason for these guys not to do this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. And when you're given this option, you can go out and see what you need to improve on by the highest level standards. It's an easy choice to go out and do that. So Dotson, I think, is that same kind of edge where he's going to go out, understand what he needs to get better at, but he should be back and be a big role for the Jayhawks going forward.
Yeah, and now you can sign with an agent and still come back to school. Now today, one of the top recruits left in college basketball made his decision. Cassius Stanley, KU was a finalist, but he's going elsewhere.
Yeah, in between them and Duke, UCLA and Oregon were also in the mix, but it really realistically is going to be between the Blue Devils and the Jayhawks, and it's a tough loss to not get him. He's a special kid, Southern California kid like myself, jumps out the gym, an elite athlete, so that's unfortunate, but getting Doak back kind of, lessens that burn a bit, and we'll see. There's still time to pick up one more player maybe.
Yeah, so he's going to Duke, so tough loss there.
Absolutely.
All right, that's your look at sports. We'll be right back after this.